Okay, so then let me take this moment to educate you. This is my nurse education, not just so that you can feel better today, so you can understand your condition. Okay, so high blood pressure. Well, blood pressure in general, your top number represents the pressure, how much force your heart is having to push um, when it pumps. So your heart beats boom, 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 boom. So at the point at which it squeezes, that's that high number on top. At the point at which it relaxes, so it's not pumping, that's your bottom number. Okay, that's how you get blood pressure. It measures the pressure in the vessels related to when your heart is contracting and relaxing. So when it contracts, that's your top number. When it relaxes, that's your bottom number. Now, your bottom number is high, which is more common actually in older people, not young people. Um, Reasons why your bottom number is high. What that means is when your heart is relaxed, so not when it's pumping, not when it's contracting, but when it's relaxed, um, the pressure is higher in there than usual. What that means is your heart doesn't fully relax. So they put you on medicine to make it relax so that that bottom number is not so high. Now, what causes that to happen? The things that cause it to happen are diet and exercise, weight too. But the diet and exercise, um, a lot of times the exercise is more of that top number. You don't exercise, that top number is too high. The bottom is kind of a more a long-term problem, which is why we usually see it in older people, 60s, 70s, 80s. What that means is that your body has learned not to relax. It's how do I explain it? It's lost its capacity to relax. So you know how you have a rubber band and you can stretch it out and then you let it go and it brings it back, and stretch it out and it brings it back. Well, what your heart does is when it's stretched out, it never comes back. So you pull it out and it just does this, and pull it out and it just does this, where it's supposed to do like this, but yours doesn't. Yours does like this. It's not good for you. It'll cause other conditions if it's not under control. So the thing that makes it lose its elasticity, lose its ability to do this contracting and relaxing, is your diet. So you can look up um, gosh, I don't know. It's sometimes some of this stuff can be so technical. What you have is diastolic, Diasty, diastolic, LOCIC, something like that. I have to write it to see it. I can't spell it in my head. Diastolic hypertension. And if you don't keep it under control, what you'll end up with is heart muscles that don't relax appropriately. You'll end up with an enlarged heart, so a bigger heart that's less efficient. Ever seen those guys who are on steroids but their legs are really little because they take steroids and get real big up here, and then they got little chicken legs? Well, your heart ends up being like that. It's super big, but it doesn't work effectively. You gotta do something about it. So that's why I told you the thing I want to say is you need to go to the doctor. But if you're not going to go to the doctor, do those things that I told you, and just be really mindful. That is serious. If you don't get it under control, you'll lead yourself into wrong heart rhythms, and then you'll be on a medicine for heart rhythms, and um, you know, higher cholesterol, which will end up with plaque and stuff in your vessels, and then you got heart attacks, then you got open hearts, and it's a snowball. So now is a good time to probably if you stop eating meat, it'd be like way better. But you can still eat meat. But if you're gonna eat meat, then you're gonna have to exercise. And you gotta get back on your medicine. So, um, um, check with me tomorrow and let me know what you decide, if you're gonna go to the doctor on Friday or if you're gonna go tomorrow. And then let me know if your symptoms are worse or better. Okay, all right. Because Joe is all in my conversation now. So I'm gonna go. Yes,